complained to me that produce looks a little sad when it's purchased organically. You can see in our store we have excellent refrigeration and our produce looks some of the best in the country. So something to keep in mind, make sure to be buying it from a place that uses a good distributor, that makes sure that the produce is well refrigerated from field to table to ensure its freshness. Because even though it might have high nutrients in the field, if it's looking super wilted and dead, it's not that nutritious on your plate. So it is really important where you're buying it. Organic tastes better often because the human palate can taste the pesticide residue. It comes across as a bit soapy. Have you ever had those soapy carrots and you're like, oh, it doesn't appeal? Where organic produce is very sweet. That's often because the sugars have had a chance to develop, because we pick organic produce closer to its ripeness stage. If you pick something before it's really ready, like those wooden, awful, grayish looking tomatoes that are often picked, then that's why it loses its flavor. Organic, being really close to ripeness factor, means that the sugars have developed and it's so much sweeter and more delicious. The mineral content also adds a huge difference. Because there's more minerals in organic food, because the trichoderma bacteria help to chelate extra minerals into that plant, that often embarks the sweetness too. So yes, organic produce tastes so much better.
How is red meat organic, or what makes it organic?
Well, certified organic farmers have to ensure that they're treating the animals fairly, that they're feeding the animals organic food, which actually does cost a lot, because when you think of us eating organic grain, that animal in its lifetime is going to be eating a substantial amount of grain. So that's what's really making the difference in the price of organic meat versus conventional. And they're also ensuring that the animal is not injected with antibiotics. Antibiotics help to put weight on, so a lot of conventional farmers like to use antibiotics even if the animal isn't sick. And also they love to often use things like growth hormones to potentiate growth as well. So organic farmers do not use any growth hormones. Look for the seal, because they have to be certified by a third-party certification. That's important. And you want to talk to your butcher to know where he's getting his meat from. That's a good thing. Well, certified organic chicken is still very, very healthy for us. The animal's immune system is kept so much higher. When they're able to peck around the yard, when they're able to eat a natural diet, we've really seen the difference when they're caged up in tight containers. So that's a big thing with the certified organic, is that they're living a more natural environment like they did 50 to 100 years ago. Dairy is such an important one. I can't stress enough the importance of organic dairy. And the reason why is because the amount of concentration of pesticides. Know that the milk, of course, from any animal is the first food that mother is giving the animal. And unfortunately, pesticides are petrochemical based. They're fat. They're fatty, right? The petroleum is like a fat or an oil. So that translates into the milk much more readily. And that's why organic dairy is really critical to buy. When we eat a piece of cheese, 5 cups of milk go into 1 cup of cheese. So it's a highly concentrated thing. And that's why I say if you're going to buy anything organically, it's most critical to buy dairy and meat organically, because it's at the very top of the food chain.